friends, I am Rijo. Today we are just plan to cover the topic Microsoft Intune Conditional Access Policy Configuration. So what is the learning object today we are plan to covering? Introduction of Conditional Access Policy, Conditional Access Workflow and Conditional Access Component and demo configuration of the Conditional Access Policy. We will go for our learning objective. So what is the Conditional Access? So what is the Conditional Access Policy means? Security feature used to control the access to the cooperative resource based on the specific conditions. So you will give some specific condition to access your cooperative resource. So what is some example specific condition I will introduce you? Who is trying to access a resource? So who is the resource accessible? It's like identity, it's like a user or group or like this one. So what are they are trying to access? What they are trying to access means resource. So like Office 365 or SaaS applications or Outlook, something like this. And how they are trying to access. So where to they will trying to access, from their own device or cooperative device or location based access or network. So when they are trying to access it, like a time based and risk based access, so risk level. So this is some of the condition. So you can implement for that conditions. If it's true, then they can be access the resource from the cooperative resource. So we will go for the license requirement. So what license requirement need for the condition access? Enterprise mobility plus security, Microsoft Intra ID P1 P2 subscriptions, and how way to use the condition access to in Intune. So you can use the condition access policy in the different ways. First one is device based condition access. So what is a device based condition access means? Only managed and compliant device can access your organization. So we previously discussed about what is a compliant policy. So that compliant policy, is it true? Then only can access the organization resources. So then they will give you one condition, require device to be marked as a compliant. And one of the example you can access for the email, Microsoft 360 service, software as a service or on-premise application. So it's like a device based condition access. So what app based condition access means? Only managed app can be access the corporate email or other Microsoft 360 service. So now you understand what is a condition access policy and license requirement and how we can use for the condition access policy in the Microsoft Intune. So next we will go for the condition access workflow. So what is a condition access workflow means? I will give you some small diagrammatic representation so you can easily understand. So here you can see this is one of the user needed to access the cooperative resource Microsoft 365. So what if the user want to access the resource? The user need to access the cooperative resource from Office 365. Then they must complete the sum of the action. So that action is called as condition access policy. So here you can see then they must meet the some action. Action means signals. So what are the signals? User group membership and IP locations and devices and applications and real time and calculate risk detection. So now the user will be meet all any of the conditions that whatever the policy you are implementing depends on this. So user will be meet any of these conditions. So after that the condition access will be take the decision. If either, what are the decision types? One for the blocking access, another one the grant access. So if the decision will be going for block access, the user will not be access your resources Microsoft 365. So if the decision will be going for the grant accesses, so user can be access the Microsoft 365 services. So now you understand this sum of the particular actions or signals depends on making the decision. Then after the decision you can give the access for your cooperative resource. So now you understand the condition access workflow. We will discuss for the condition access components. So here you can see the condition access policy. After that you can see they divided into assignment sections and access control sections. So what are the assignment sections is include for the user. Select the identity in the directory that the policy will be applied. Next one, targeted resources. What is the policy it will be applied? Next one, network. Target the specific network locations. Next one, condition. what the signals you want to use as the conditions. So you can see then user level they have none, all user, and you can use the selected user groups. So target means it's include for the resources, and its resource is like a cloud apps, and user actions, and it's like a register security information, register or join devices, and authentication context. The network means you can use any network or locations, all trusted network and locations, all compliant network and locations, and selected network and locations. Then again after that the conditions. So what signal you want to use as a conditions? Their user risk policy and sign in risk, inside risk, and device platform level, and client apps levels, and filter for the devices. So next we will, and also the authentication flow. So next we will go for the access control level. So access control level, they are divided into block accessing, grant accessing, and sections. So grant accessing policy are granted access to any one of the action. Block access means they block your access. So grant access will be divided if any one of this action will be take, they will give the grant access. So one of the actions require multi-part authentication, required authentication strength, required device may as a marked as a compliant, and required Microsoft Intune hybrid joint device, required approved client apps, required password changes. Next one, section level is like a limited access. They will give you some limit access. It's like a user condition access, app control, and sign in frequency level, persistent browser sections, customer continuous access to the evaluation, disable resistance default, required token protections for sign in, and use a global secure access security profile. So this one, the condition access compound. So the condition access will assign and control level. So once you give the assign level, you after that you need to give the access control level like a block, grant, or sections level. So now you understand what is the condition access compound. So we will go for the next slide. So Intune condition access policy lab. So what I am planning to do, non-compliant device blocked from the accessing the cooperative resource. So we will go for our Microsoft Intune portal. So I will explain you how to we can block the non-compliant device from the accessing the cooperative resources. So now I reached Microsoft Intune admin center. So what I am going to the first, I will just go for my devices, just click the device, then I just go for the window devices. So here you can see you have two devices. One device is non-compliant and another one is the compliant device. So we just click the non-compliant device. So what is the reason for non-compliant? So just go for the device compliance. So here you can be device compliant policy in the firewall. So just open that firewall policy. So device not implement for the firewall policy. That's why the device is the compliant. So we have another device. Then we will click that device also. Compliant policy, device compliance. See here you can see both the policies implement successfully. So this device is a compliant. So if you not watch my previous video, please watch my previous video, the compliant non-compliant section, Microsoft Intune policy. You can easily understand what is the compliant and non-compliant devices. So now you understand what there are two devices, one for non-compliant device and another one is the compliant device. So we will go for the non-compliant device. So who is using Lydia, and another device compliant using for the Patty. First we will go for the non-compliant devices. So just I opened the Lydia Holva device. So this device already in the non-compliant because of the firewall policy. You just go for the setting. You can see here firewall and network protection is not enabled. So that's why the device is the non-compliant. So but is non-compliant device also they can access for the company resource. So how to? We can open the Microsoft Edge browser. Then you just go for the office.com. Just sign in. Just go for the SharePoint. So here you can see the user can access the office.com, and then user can also access their SharePoint and all the Office 365 application because the device also non-compliant. So just to click the SharePoint. So here you can see the user can access the Office 365 through web, and they can access the their SharePoint access also. So the device is non-compliant device, then they can access their company cooperative resources. So you can see here they can access for the both the SharePoint and every accesses. So just I will go for my compliant device also. This is my one of the compliant devices. So this one using for the Patty Fernandez. I just open it. So this device is already compliant. So we just go for the settings. You can see their firewall network protection is no need to action. They already enable. So that's why the device is the compliant. But the device can also access for the cooperative resources. So you can see now the difference. You have two devices. One is non-compliant device, another is compliant device. But non-compliant device is also access the cooperative device. So we need to block for non-compliant device, no need to access the cooperative resource. So we are plan to implement for that policy in the condition access. So we will go for our Microsoft Intune Admin Center. So Intune Admin Center, you can go for the endpoint security. Then here you can see the condition access. So now we need to create our new policy. Just I will click create new policy. Then here you can see first we need to give the name of our policy, non-device compliance block access. So I just give the name. Next we need to assign. So identity level you need to assign for the user level or group level. So just I will go for, you can see here include none, all and selected user. Very important things, don't lock yourself when you implement the condition access policy. If you put all user, they will lock completely if you not compatible with the condition access policy. So very important, when you implement the policy, don't lock yourself. So I just go for the particular selected user and group, and I will select for one of the user and group. The group is app user group. This app user group include for the previous devices, Lydia and one of the Pathy. So I just go for app device group, and another one I will exclude one group. This is the break glass group. Break group means the policy is not if anything happen. So you can use this user to lock out your system. So I just already implement one break glass group, and I will add one of the user in the global administrator in the break glass group. So I just select. Then now you finish your user level accessible user. Now you finish for the adding your identity. Next one we need to target the resource. So what is a targeted resource mean? Control access space all or specific apps or internal resource action authentication. Here two options. You can see here resource format cloud apps. Another one user based access. You can give the access for register or join device and raise the security information. Another one authentication context. You can give the SharePoint and Microsoft Cloud App Security. Currently I just go for the resource level access targeting. So I just use all resource, or you need to use the selected. You need to select yours. You can select the particular resources. So here they will list for the particular. You can see I just go for 365. So you can use for the 360 level access. Currently I just go for the all resources. I just target for the all resources. So very important message, you can see, don't lock yourself out. This policy impact the Azure portal. Before you continue, ensure that someone else will be able to get back to portal. So that's why I will implement for the break class account for the adding for the this policy. So now after that you all resource former all cloud app. Then I just go for the network level. Currently I don't implement for the network level assignment. If you need to assign, you can select any network location, trusted network location, select the network location. So currently I am not going this one. So I just click no. Next one you can see the condition level. So what is a condition level? Condition which define when the policy will be applied, for example location like this one. So I just go for the condition. There are different condition. One for user risk condition, sign in risk condition, insider risk condition, device platform level, and locations, client apps, filter and authentication. So I just go for the filter for the device, one of the condition access policy. Just I will click, then I will include the filter. Will click configuration S, then device filter, device matching rule, include the filter device in policy, exclude. You can either include this device policy and either exclude this one. So what I am planning to include the filter device. So what is the property I am choosing? Complaint policy. So is complaint equal to true? Is complaint equal to true or false? So if the device is complaint equal to true, give the accesses. If device is equal to false, then block the access. So I just go for the device is equal to false. So if the complaint, device complaint equal to false, means the device is the non-compliant. I just go for the equal to false, then I will click done. So now I enter only one condition, that for the device filter conditions. Then after that I will go for the access control level. So you need to think about either you need to give the access or either you need to give the block. So currently I just go for the block access, because if the device is non-compliant, I am planning to block for the all the access for the cloud app access for the my device. So just I will click block access, then I will select. So now you can see we just enter one condition, we need to give the block access if the device is the non-compliant. So first you need to enable the policies, report policy or on the policy or off the policy. Report means only this policy will be report only, this not affect for the compliance. So if a policy will be on means the policy will be affect for the they will block the devices. If off means policy will not be affect for. Currently I just click on, then after that if you implement any policy, first we will go for the report, then you need to check that device. So just I will go for on, then I will create. So now we need to implement our policy. So this policy is successfully created, non-device compliant policy box. So just we will refresh our policy, then you need to go for the condition access. You can see here policy snap view policy. Just click the view policy, you can see your policy is implement, non-device compliance is blocked. If you want to edit, you just open it and edit it. So our condition is, we need to again explain, our condition is filter the device is complaint equal to false. If the complaint equal to false means device will be blocked. So after you implement the complaints, so how to we can find the report for the our complaint devices? Just go for the portal, then after that you just go for the Microsoft Intune ID. So here you can go Microsoft Intune ID, then after that you just go for the monitor, then here you just go for the sign in logo. So here you can see with just a click Lydia. So currently you can see there no any policy will be condition access policy. You can see here no condition access Lydia Halva, and also Pathy, you can click the Pathy also, there no any condition access policy implemented. So just I will go for now the devices. So now we reach again our devices, we just open for Lydia Halva. So after that we just refresh the devices, refresh, then after that we just open our Microsoft Edge, then we will try to access office.com, then we will click sign in. See, you can see now here you cannot access your right now. You can sign in your sign in was successful, but does not meet the criteria for accessing this result. For example, you might be sign in from the browser app or location or restricted by the your admin. So now you see, before I can access the Lydia at Skill can access from the Office 365. Now they cannot access for the resources. You also go to portal.azure.com. See, interaction required. Just again I will sign in again. See, now you can see you cannot access right now because they are block your device to access for your portal because your device is non-compliant. You can see your policy will be implement successfully condition policy. So now we need to check our report. So it take little bit time to generate the report. So I just go for now our portal. So we will check for the report for Lydia at Rejoice Skill. So just refresh the report. Yeah, see, now the report will be generated. You can see here Lydia Holva office home is failure, and also the Azure portal level first is access, then again failure. So just open the Lydia Holva. You can see their non-device compliant block. The grant access control is blocked. That way the device is failure. So I just go for our another Windows device is using for Pathy Finance. That device is already the compliant devices. So I just go for that devices. So just go for click. Then enter the pin. So after that you just again go for office.com. Sign in. So here you can see the user Pathy can access the Office 365 account because the Pathy user device is the compliant device. So you can see here he can be accessed, but Lydia cannot access because that device is the non-compliant devices. So now you understand what is the compliant and non-compliant device, how to we can give the access for using the condition access policy. So now you can see here the Pathy success. So Pathy will be successfully logged in. The sign in log, we just go for Pathy. Just you can see the same device compliance policy also there, but Pathy can access because the grant access will be accessed. Is currently not blocked for the Pathy because the device is the compliant. So now you understand what is the condition access policy for the device. So how to we can implement the condition access policy. So currently I wind up my topic. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and support me.